Hi you guys, it's Emerald from EmeraldSocialClub.com. I apologize, it has been a while again, but I really wanted to put up this video of my vintage Diana Ross dress that I wore for a party that I had. This is a dress that I've been wanting to make since I first started sewing. So I just wanted to kind of review it because I hadn't really seen anyone else do this particular dress. So I just wanted to kind of review over it and just kind of go through it and let you guys know what I thought about it. So here we go. So here is the pattern. If you can see that here, I know there's a little bit of a glare, but this is the pattern itself. It is actually size 4 stretch knits. It is Simplicity 6204, and this pattern was manufactured looks like 1983, so it's a pretty old pattern. In fact, that's why I have to have I keep it in the plastic now because I had to handle it quite a bit, and the envelope is totally shredding apart. It's kind of a special occasion kind of dress, as you see, and it is a very dramatic dress with highly gathered sleeves and a really drapey tulip skirt and a fitted midriff. Like I said, this was a pattern that I wanted to do forever, and I just didn't think, when I first started sewing, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, that I could do this pattern. It was just, it's got a lot to do. It's a pretty difficult pattern, I would say. And now I'm at a point in my sewing that I really don't follow instructions. A lot of times I just do what I know. And this pattern was definitely one that I had to try to follow instructions because I had never seen some of the stuff that was going on in the pattern. It's not like, just a simple, attach a bodice to a skirt and a sleeve to a bodice and that kind of thing. Usually for that, I don't even bother with instructions anymore. But for this one, I had to. And there was a part with the skirt that I would not have gotten through without my friend Santel. She actually FaceTimed me, and she's like, okay, well, try laying it this way and this way, so I moved it around, and I was able to get through that with her help, because without it, I just don't know how I would have ever done it. But otherwise, it was difficult not knowing what to do or not being able to understand what to do, but a lot of it was difficult in just the amount of work that had to be done. The pattern pieces, and I'm going to link these or put these in the video, the pattern pieces are absolutely gigantic. Because of all the gathering that has to go on. So this takes, even for, I did the main view here, even for that view with stretch knit, which, of course, if you sew that it's a wider knit, so it's like 58 or 60 inches, even with that, and even with that knit my size, which I made the 10, like a vintage size 10, so it's not like a actual 10 of today. Even with all that, it took 3.5 yards of fabric, so that's what you get with all that gathering. It's, like I said, it's definitely not an easy sew. Another difficult part was the midriff. That midriff, I had to adjust because I'm short-waisted, so the midriff was actually falling onto my thighs, which or not quite to my thighs, but like, kind of below my hips, and that's not where midriff should be. And I did not make a practice garment ahead of time. Definitely should have, because that would have saved me the trouble. So I had to, basically detach it, and that kind of ripped up the fabric. So I just had to use more. Luckily, a friend had given me a whole lot of fabric, and there was some fabric that was perfect for that midriff, and that, I was able to work with that, so that was great. It does have an invisible zipper. It doesn't tell you that the zipper is invisible, nor does the picture on the back really make it clear, but there is an invisible zipper, and it was very finicky, going up the midriff, because the midriff is woven, and then, back with the like the knit fabric for the rest of it. So that's kind of difficult to put in, but that wasn't like the most difficult part of it. The most difficult part, I would say, was the skirt, finding out how to lay that tulip skirt, and then the midriff. There also is a hook and eye closure. I really don't like hook and eye closures. I wish I knew of another way to kind of close up backs because I don't like them. I don't like sewing them in, and I don't even like actually wearing them because they're very difficult, to put on, I think, and take off. When you're doing it by yourself. My arms are unusually long for my size, so pretty much most of the time, unless the zipper is stuck, I can put on a back zipper by myself. Like, I don't have any problem with that. But hook and eyes always give me trouble, so much so that a lot of times, if I wear my hair down and you can't see, I don't ever button up hook and eyes. I don't do it. I don't like them, and like I said, I don't like sewing them, and I don't like actually wearing them. So if you guys know of any alternatives to the hook and eye closure, I would be glad to hear from you because I'll probably start, putting those into dresses instead. But otherwise, I mean, the dress turned out beautifully. There were some things, if I'd actually made a practice garment, that I would have done differently. One thing would have, or besides the hook and eye that I kind of talked about, one thing would I would have made the top smaller. There's so much fabric that it kind of it cuts really low in the front, and not only that is the shoulders are very broad, and so even with the shoulder pads, they were kind of slipping around a bit. So what I did was just added a piece of ribbon that would actually stay to my bra, and it was actually like pinned in so that it wouldn't slide around the whole night when I was moving around. So that was another modification that I made. So here's some pictures of the dress there that you can see. So yeah, that's really about it. If you like this video and you like the dress, and if you decide to do it for some reason, I know a lot of people probably won't because it is like an older vintage style, but I really like that type of style, and I've collected a lot of her patterns, Diana Ross, over the 5-6 years I've been sewing. And I actually plan to make more of them just because I like that style, and got a really good compliment from a friend the other day that I can actually pull off these old styles without looking just old. So thank you, Monica, for that sweet comment. But other than that, if you like the video, like I said, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I always say this, but I'm definitely planning on putting more and more YouTube videos up about different projects I'm doing, different sewing things. So really do plan on trying to get consistent with that. So I appreciate you guys waiting for the videos and everything like that. And if you have any suggestions or anything, please feel free to reach out to me on social media. And I'll put my information there at the end so that you can reach out to me. But that's it for now, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Bye!